let's get into the benefits, features, and how the Pro8 works. So the main two parts of the unit is the switch panel and the power module box. The power module box is where everything happens. That's where the power is, the relays, and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and open this thing up, put this inside. First thing you're going to notice is this is our V2 version. This is on our display. Our brand new V3, which is what you guys will be getting because that's the only thing we sell now. It comes with these already hooked up, all of your ring terminals hooked up to the inputs, and you have your two plugs that plug together, and then you're just going to connect your power and grounds, your powers to just these wires here. So a little bit different. I don't want you to get confused there, but this is the way that this part of the system is going to come moving forward. Everything else is exactly the same. So I'll put this aside. All right, so talking about this unit, when you open up the lid, you will notice that you have a graphical reference of exactly what's inside the box. You've got all of your inputs, which are already going to be connected for you, like I just talked about. And then you would have your relays and your fuses all in line. Makes it very simple. This is a completely serviceable unit, meaning that these are regular automotive relays that you can buy at any automotive store. So 40 amp relays. They're a few bucks at any store, so if you're out on the trail, you have some issues, easy to find replacements of those. Also, fuses. We got the mini blade fuses, the mini fuses. So those are all replaceable as well. So that's what protects all the circuitry on here. On the back there, you will see a motherboard that is bolted on with 4 bolts. Now, everything on this unit is completely serviceable by the end user. So those 4 screws can be taken off. The whole motherboard can come out. We can replace the whole motherboard if you were to ever have a problem with the motherboard itself. Everything on the unit is fully serviceable. Down here on the bottom, this is unique to us. I don't believe there's any other switch panels on the market that has a built-in ground block. So basically this is built into the side of the unit. You can put all your grounds on all your accessories right there. Simple and clean. We do that on purpose so you have all your powers and your grounds coming into this one unit, and it's easy to troubleshoot if you have any problems on the road, instead of putting your grounds all over your car in different locations and having issues and trying to troubleshoot where your grounds are and what the problems are. So that's a really nice feature that we built in many years ago to this unit. Okay, and so in the box, the way this unit comes, everything you see here is connected, done. You do not have to put this together. The main power, the data cable, everything is completely connected and done for you inside the box. This is our main power wire here. It is 100 amp protection to protect the entire switch panel. This goes directly to your battery, and this goes directly to your ground, and that's it. So you got a ground and a power. Once you ground and power the whole unit, everything else is all done for you. You just got to connect your accessories directly to it, and it makes it very simple for you to install. So another couple features about this unit is it is completely waterproof. We put sealing around the lid. We seal up all the bulk fittings coming into the box, so we protect it from water. It is also heat and vibration resistance due to the fact that it's not solid state, which has a lot of electrical components which are susceptible to heat and vibration. We don't have that type of issue with a mechanical type system. So we're going to get into the actual workings of this and how this unit works. All right, let's get into the benefits and how this thing works. Just want to touch on a couple quick things. You get 14 feet of cable between the switch panel itself and the Pro module box. So this can go anywhere in your vehicle, and you'll have plenty of room to make it to the dash to put your switch panel in your dash. Also, any one of these buttons can handle up to 30 amps of power. The entire system can handle 100 amps, but you don't have to worry about where you're putting a high amperage accessory on any one of these buttons. They're all the same, so it's your choice on how you want to do it. All right, so there are 6 different programmable things that you can program into this switch panel. So when we turn it on, and that's with this button here right in the middle, when I push it, it turns the system on. When the system is on, you've got 6 different things, like I said. So first off, you got a typical on and off, just like any switch panel would. You'd have a momentary, so when I push and let go, it is a momentary switch. That works for horns, starters. Our chase light uses momentary, lots of different reasons for a momentary button. Again, any one of these things can be programmed into any one of these buttons. The next thing is we have a built-in blinker kit. I think we're the only manufacturer with a switch panel that makes a blinker kit built in. So you got a UTV, you want to make it street legal, one click, it will actually blink like your typical automotive blinker. And as you can see, you got the indicator light on top of your switch panel. It's going to let you know when you're in the vehicle that your blinkers are on. If you forget to turn this thing off, in 45 seconds, it's automatically going to shut down itself. That's the blinker. Then we've got 3 different flash/on functions or functions. So when I click the button once, this light's going to come on solid. But if I double click, I can get it to strobe. It's 2 different functions on one button. You can do that with these. These are just 2 different strobe patterns that are available through the flash and on. So again, a single press makes it solid. A double click, so double click, double click, double click, you can see you can make whatever's connected to that same button either be solid or flashing. All right. One other great feature about this this switch panel is you can have multiple things turned on. You come to a stop, you get out of your vehicle, one button in the middle, which is your on-off button, turns everything off, saves it in memory, get back in your car to go again, one quick click, all those same idles will come back on. So you have that built-in memory every time you get in and out of your car. It's not a matter of clicking everything back on and off. It's very simple. It'll have memory and come right back on for you. A little bit more about this center button here. It's also your programming button. So how you would program your unit, say for example you wanted to choose between one of the 4 different backlight colors that come on this light. One thing to mention about our backlight is they are solid LEDs. They are not RGB. So when you choose the color that you get, there are light bulbs in here that are the solid color and not RGB. So you get a more vibrant, brighter light. So right now we're on white. To change the backlight color, we would turn this off. We would push and hold for 5 seconds. It's going to turn back on. And then once it's on, each time you click, you can get a different color. There are 4 colors to choose from. Again, white, red, green, and blue. Let's say you like blue. Push and hold for 5 seconds. And there you go. You are set to blue now. We are in the blue color. That is how you are able to select the 4 different colors and program them into your switch panel. Now, to program any one of these different functions into any one of these buttons on the switch panel, I'm going to show you how that works. You turn on the switch panel so you actually see the lights and it's in the on position. Once again, with that middle button, you push and hold for 5 seconds. So I'm going to sit here and hold it for 5 seconds. It's going to blink once. Quick little blink, you saw that. Now I'm in the programming function. This is communicating with this to tell it what to do for every one of these circuits. So we're gonna play with, let's play with the first one here. So that's the first button right there. Each time I click this button, it's gonna go through the different things. So the first was on off, the second was momentary, the third is gonna be blinker, the 4th is going to be the flash. The 5th is going to be the second flash. The 6th time I push it is the 3rd flash. I push one more time, I'm back at the beginning again, on off. I want this button to be an on off button. I'm done with the programming. I can do that with every single button on here. Once I'm done with the programming, push and hold for 5 seconds. And there you go. It is now saved in programming. This first button is an on and off, which is exactly what I programmed it to do. The last thing I want to discuss is the options you have to install it in your car. You can install it so that it goes directly to the battery and you have all capabilities of turning the panel on and off, whether your ignition is on or off by this middle button here. Or we have a second option on how you mount it. there is a red wire that comes off the side of the power module box. That red wire right there, if you connect that to an ignition wire, then that ignition wire is going to automatically turn on and off this entire unit. So how that works with the memory, let's say you got that red wire connected to your ignition on your car. You've got multiple things on. You come to a stop and you turn your car off. So remember when I said earlier, you push that middle button. Well, let's say you've got the red wire connected to ignition. You turn the car off. It's like that. It turns everything off. It kills all power to this unit. But the nice thing is when you get back in the car and you turn it back on, that's like turning ignition back on. It'll all just come right back on. So it has memory. So if you connect it directly to ignition, every time you turn your car on and off, whatever's on the panel when you turn it off is going to come right back on when you turn it on. If you guys have questions, you can email us support@rlbmotorsports.com, or you can call to talk to one of our techs at 530-888-9600. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to our channel, and then hit the bell for any future updates and product releases that we have coming. Thank you.